Hello digital bandits, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. In this video today I'm going to show you two replays and I will try to comment, to share my thoughts about the game, overall experience about Tu-4, because as we know heat the iron until it's hot, and now in this April update 2026 its release you can have the opportunity to get between this or Messerschmitt 262C2, and if you are lucky you can get this premium version. On the other hand, now there is sort of a discount, and if you are wealthy enough and if you are considering buying this device, I want to warn you so you didn't make a mistake. So, if we speak about this plane, it's located on Tier 9, and this is the worst copy, worst replica of B-29. Why I think so? You will see it later. First of all, they say it has a better armament, and this is true, but it has pros and cons. It has 23mm instead of Brownian 12 inches, but it has drawbacks. Serious drawback about rate of fire. Yes, shells are more powerful, but at Tier 9 with this jet era you have just milliseconds and the cost of mistake is much bigger. That's why rapid machine gun, I think it's much more is better. You see, so what will you expect? In the second video I will show you. I couldn't even reach out to the base. This replay I played today a couple of hours ago, and this is relatively good compared to the second one that I'm going to show you later. What you should definitely expect from playing this plane. First of all, the biggest disadvantage, as for me, it's about its bomb load. As you could see, comparing to B-29, if I were using that plane, I could definitely destroy those two bases. Playing the Soviet bad replica, you can't. You need 3 bombs out of 4 to destroy one base. One will be left, so it takes additional time. Let's see the beautiful moment how I die. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was telling you. Don't rely on your defensive armament, it won't help, it won't work. Chances that you destroy the fighter, absolutely, they are going to zero. The characteristics of both planes are almost identical. The main difference is they have difference in defensive armament, and they have different destruction level of bombs. B-29 has the superiority over Tu-4. And as for me, the number of machine guns here is pretty decent, and I will show you that I could even destroy the Messerschmitts in this battle. So the eternal question is, if Tupolev is worse, why you should get it in your hangar? Why to pay more? Overall, I don't understand the general mechanics of destroying bases. I think that they made a change from Tier 3 to Tier 8. They are calculated in one way, Tier 9 and Tier 1 calculated in the different way, so they can't come up to the general idea how to destroy it. So this is the beautiful moment of the game. Enjoy it. But now I'm going to get shot and fly down. Dear Water M developers, if you are watching this video, please make a change. Please take into account my suggestion. You see what's going on right now. Here I'm switching to the gunner mode and the camera pointing down. And because gunners were sleeping, maybe at this moment. What I want you to do, maybe at tier 1, 2, it doesn't really matter, you have some time to react, but here at tier 9, milliseconds matter. And I want you, when I switch from pilot mode to gunner mode, I want guns to be automatically by default aiming at the closest enemy possible, so I shouldn't put my fingers weapon back and forth left and right just to trying to find what the angle it is coming from, because it doesn't work. It's impossible to aim at it. So please, and if you agree with my idea, put thumb up and leave comments under this video, so this video gets more views, and maybe, just maybe, developers might see it somewhere in the future. Now we are moving to the second replay of Tu-4, and I'm going to show you how useless and powerless and weak this airplane is, despite that you can destroy only one base at a time by dropping 3 bombs. You can't even have no chance to reach out to those bases. You have a good armament, they say. Yeah, check it, see it. I will use my doubler just to play twice on this plane, and you will see how useless it is. I was shooting manually because my crew isn't very skillful on this account, on this plane. No chances, 0 chances. Messerschmitt 163 with 30mm guns, just leaving no chances. Here I'm trying to dive, I want to accelerate, to speed up, it won't help me. Jabba turn off my tail. Yeah, you can see this with your own eyes. Imagine if you pay $20 for this pile of shit that can't defend itself, can destroy bases. Strange. I think when you get level up, you should have advantage over the previous version. And speaking of advantages, I think what is lacking, it's about, I would probably suggest that developers, regardless the level, increase the size of map. For example, roughly speaking, level 1 kilometer versus 1, 2, level 2 double, level 8 bigger maps. I mean, because it's not fair on the same map for the piston engine planes to reach out to the base. It would take a couple of minutes and a couple of seconds for a tier 9. So please either increase the size of maps for higher tiers or increase the number of bases. For example, roughly speaking, tier 1 base, tier 5 3 bases, tier 9 4 or 5 bases. And could you think about how to increase the number of points from 3,500, I guess, up to 5,000 would be okay. Because yesterday I played a battle on this plane and I was trying to destroy bases and the airfield, but I was outplayed by an assault plane who destroyed howitzers and tanks, and he outplayed me. And how can this be that assault planes win the battle? Not bombers, but assault planes and fighters. Is it fair to check skills, add to the rank in battle, depending on amount of bases I destroyed or amount of planes I shot down? And who can tell me how this ranking system actually works? How those guys manage to destroy 50 planes and even more to get this top 10? I have no clue. If you can show a replay or know who can make videos like that, I would definitely appreciate it. One more and the last thing for today, it's about this time at the top. Now I see 10:15. Who can explain what this is supposed to mean? Especially my concern is when I play the ship campaign and I'm left alone against another opponent and I see those numbers decreasing. And he probably see the same amount of numbers. And how to understand who is winning and who is losing? Dear WhatAM developers, could you make it please more transparent? Maybe sort of a bar going back and forth, left and right, so just to understand if you're winning or you're losing. So they stand for some points. For me, not obvious. There was no tutorial explaining how those points actually work. You strive for a fair fight, so please make it at least more understandable. Yeah, and in the end we'll be showing some beautiful moments of fighter playing skills. It's a beautiful game, but there is no limit for perfection, isn't it? Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Tell me what kind of format of my videos would you like to see, to speak about bugs, speak about replays, speak about skills, speak about updates. Let me know and I will try to take your ideas into consideration. Thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video.